Hey guys, so standing behind me is the 2002 325xi that I was driving the other day. This is the 175,000 mile 5-speed 325xi, and I picked this thing up for around $2,000 as I mentioned in my previous video. It is a 2-owner car, absolutely fun to drive. Most fun I've had in any station wagon I've owned thus far. The pros, the cons, and just the overall condition of this particular car. So here's the 325xi with the facelifted headlights, the new grille. Overall, the body didn't really change too much. One thing I really like about these sport wagons is that the window opens, and nobody does this anymore. Nobody except BMW and maybe Toyota and the Tahoes and stuff. But in terms of the station wagons, BMW is the last remnant of the pop open back window. You've also got a little pet tray. Don't mind the AC Pro. I just felt like recharging the AC a bit. Check this out. So one day I dropped the armrest, which has these integrated cup holders, and I go, well, what's behind this flap? I open the flap, I open this door, and there's this thing. What is this thing, you might ask? Well, this thing, my friends, is a ski bag. So your passengers don't have to look at the disgusting, dirty skis while you traverse the harsh winters in your 325xi. Apart from that, you get the 60/40 split. Right there, if you drop the other side, it comes down with the armrest. So now I'm going to walk you through all the interior options on this particular 325xi. Now this isn't the fully loaded model, but it does have the premium and the sport package, which is going to give you those M Sport wheels, the M Sport shifter, the M Sport steering wheel, which was replaced because of the Takata airbag recall. But aside from that, we're going to go over all the buttons, all the features, and show you how everything in this car works in case you have one or you're looking at getting one and you just want to know what the buttons do or don't do. So first things first is the radio. Let me just turn on the AC because it's kind of hot in here. Radio. Push this to turn it on. You got this little knob right here. Feels pretty soft. It's nice. Let's put something else on. Your steering wheel controls. Changes your radio station. This RT button, it's supposed to do radio / telephone, but there's no telephone in this car. So I can push this button all day long and nothing happens. But it is wired, as I'll show you in the back, for the telephone. The 1/0 button, or the on-off button, is for your cruise control. To set the cruise control, you push that when you're going to speed, and then to increase and decrease the speed. Right behind is your wipers. You push to get the rear one going. Wow, that just kept going, huh? And you pull down, actually you push up to get the front ones going. Onto your speedometer. You have a stick right here. BC stands for Before Christ. And what this does is it cycles through all your information. So the time is now 6:46. It's 73 degrees outside, 64 degrees in here. And 19.9 miles per gallon is what I'm averaging. 252 miles left in the tank. 17 miles per hour is my average. And that's it. I like to keep it on the time because I usually have the radio on. Right on your left side is your lights. So this turns the lights on. These are for your corner lights. This is for the brightness within the car. and this is for your fog lights. And when you turn those on, you get a little indicator on your dashboard. I don't know what that one's for, that light, but it's probably in your manual somewhere. Check this out. This is for your mirrors, and this little cool joystick can even go in the diagonal position. Check this out. Look at that. Kind of hard to see, but it goes in the diagonal position. Trust me. And this one over there will tilt if you put the car in reverse. As long as you have the setting to the left. Put it to the right, nothing. Onto your shifter. It's a 5-speed shifter, and reverse takes a little muscle to get in there. You got your first, second, third, fourth, fifth gear, all that jazz. Your radio controls are right here. So automatic sets the automatic temperature control. Blue down is for cold, red up is for hot. Little fan is for less fan, big fan is for more fan. A circle is for automatic recirculation, empty circle is for just recirculation. That's your rear defrost. The snowflake is if you want cold air. The arrows attacking the lopsided trapezoid is for your front defrost. You can have air in your face, air on the windshield, air in your face, or air on your feetsies. This thing right here, takes you to the treble, bass, fader, balance, tone, and all that stuff. This guy shows the time, and this plus button is to boost your confidence. You have 12 total presets, which you can set by doing a long press. AM, FM, scan mode will just switch to the CD player. This button is for manual, if you want to dial one by one on the radio station, or you want to do like a scan for the next station kind of thing. Next we got these two buttons, your hazard lights and the key to the doors, lock and unlock. This locks your windows. This is for your driver's side windows. These are for your passenger side windows. Here, this is for your butt warmers. You have broil, simmer, and roast. DSC stands for Dynamic Stability Control. And what this does is it, you push it and you get this little triangle within a circle. And what that means is you have taken off traction control. This is if you have the Harman Kardon sound system, it'll make the radio sound different. You notice. It enhances the sound quality. Downhill speed control, and roast, simmer, and broil for your passenger seat. Right underneath, you got a cigarette lighter, an ashtray that's removable. In here, you've got a little storage compartment where I keep my change and some of this. Speaking of change, look at this. You get a little change thingy right here where I put my quarters and stuff. You also have a thing for business cards and the like. There's my glove box, which is locked right now and the key's in the ignition, but it's a beautiful glove box. It's probably the best glove box you will ever see in a car that has glove boxes. The doors have 3 speakers, 1, 2, and the Harman Kardon. This little red light is the alarm. Your sunroof is up there. This opens the sunroof, tilt, open it. And the thing I like about BMW is you can open this compartment here and you can manually, you have an Allen key that comes with the car, you can manually close the sunroof in case it fails. Take a page out of their book, automakers. Now this thing is very quick, and to prove that to you, we're going to do a little bit of a launch. So as you can see, it's not as much fun as, let's say, an M3, but you will get a lot of smiles, a lot of kicks, a lot of fun behind the wheel of a 325xi. Now, because of the all-wheel drive, it inhibits the amount of burnouts, skids, and off-the-line screeches you can pull off. However, you do get a great off-the-line start because all four wheels are pulling the vehicle as opposed to just the rear pushing. Aside from that, this car is great because you get the storage space, which is one of my biggest concerns on a vehicle, being that I have a family, and you also get the fun of being behind the wheel of a BMW. Now, you can whip this thing around like you would an M3. You're not going to get the same performance and dynamics, but you'll have fun doing it regardless because it's still fun. Now, I don't think they ever offered a 330 on the 3 Series wagons. I believe it was only limited to the 325. However, later models, 2014 and up, offer you the 2.8 liter twin turbo engine. Yeah, so hopefully this brought you some attention. If I was going to rate this car on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of practicality, 10, absolute 10. I'll take this over any 3 Series E46 any day, aside from an M3, of course. But if I'm looking for practicality, I'm going to go with this over the M3, just because maintenance is a lot easier and parts are a lot cheaper, and it's more family friendly as opposed to a coupe, which I won't really use too much. Now, rating this for performance, a 7, a decent 7, and my 7 is akin to, if I'm going to compare this car to another vehicle, I would probably compare it to, there's no comparison. There's no comparison this to another vehicle. It's extremely unique. There's no comparison when you can't compare a BMW to another automaker because they're just, they're in a league of their own. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video, the review. I give this overall score a 8.2 out of 10, which is a pretty high score. Now, there's a slight bias because I personally love wagons. So if somebody who is a little bit more objective than I am will probably give it like a 7.4, 7.2 as well. So it gets a 1-point swing on my end just because it's a wagon. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and remember to subscribe.